old wooden piano sits exactly where it always has. Faded, dusty, and out of tune. Inside the bench are hymns from before my time and before my father's time. Old Christian gospel songs, written and drawn on in every color, signs of those who've came and gone. That bench squeaks every time it's sat on, as it has for decades. A squeaking that was crafted by generations and corrected by no one. Every Sunday I played that piano. Every Sunday with rolls in the oven and cattle to feed, fresh out of Sunday service, around those I knew best. No matter how hard the week before was, or how distant the next week seemed, that piano sat, hardened by time. With each passing year, fewer were those I knew best, leaving just as everyone must. New bodies sit on that bench, making that same squeak, reading from those same hymns. Life has a way of constantly changing. Those changes push us away from that piano that has never moved an inch. Sundays were substituted for Christmas and Thanksgiving. Soon those two were too much for those I know less and less. But there sits that piano, waiting to humble those who touch its keys. The only thing that remains constant in a world that never stops moving. How I crave to hear Amazing Grace. How sweet that sound is, echoing through the halls I once crawled, bouncing off those rooms now empty, waiting to save a wretch like me. It's a powerful silence that fills that space now, a silence so loud I can still hear it in my soul. No matter how far I roam, when the world gets to be too much, when life seems like too much to bear, I know a place where there's an old wooden piano that sits exactly where it always has, waiting to remind us of how simple life is. The rawest nostalgia, covered in dust, but full of life. How sweet the sound.